I seriously need some help from you all. And you all have heard me talk about this many times in other videos. That is the tires on my 300L Rally. I just can't find a good set. I've used the D605s, Battle Axe AX41s. I'm now on the Shinko 244 Golden Boys, whatever they're called. I've tried multiple other ones and I'm just striking out. So before we get into this video, please let me know down in the comments, not just to boost the algorithm or anything like that, but I truly need your guys' help. Please let me know what you're using for tires on your dual sport. Not necessarily the 300L or the Rally or anything like that. What tires are you using and why do you like them? Like longevity and how are they on and off road? Please let me know down below because again, I'm striking out. Now the Shinko Golden Boys, I've only had on for roughly around, I don't know, I'd say 300 miles. So sure, they're not broken in completely yet, but you can see they're already starting to lip up a little bit right there. It's an incredibly soft compound, very soft all the way around from the edge up to the top. And where that really comes into play is with the front tire. Again, it is super soft up there. I mean, I can barely pinch this and it goes in, but also all the lugs are pretty darn close. So I don't even know if we can say 50-50 tire here, you know, definitely more street focused on the front one. And you definitely feel that front one start to dance around. Not just again, because the lugs are super soft, but because again, those lugs are incredibly close. Now the back tire again is not too bad. It really grips onto there. You don't feel too much give or anything. And with that soft compound, it's really nice on the road. It soaks up all the bumps. You don't have tons of vibration. The noise, again, on these kind of bikes, all you're gonna hear is the exhaust. But these tires, they're not horrible, right? But they're definitely not doing that true 50-50 riding that I tend to do. So I am going to go back to one of my absolute favorite tires being the Battle Axe AX41s. I've used this on many other bikes, big ADVs, my Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Pro, Africa Twins, and then smaller bikes, DR650s or whatever, 300Ls, and that's what I'm going back to on my Rally. This is not the best tire by any means. It's a very, very good tire, but the lifespan of this is horrible. As many of you know, you're lucky to get 3,000 to 4,000 miles. Like you might every now and then hear someone getting 5,000 miles out of it. So they don't last long, but luckily with the Rabaconda that you all have seen me change many tires out with, it makes the process incredibly easy. This is no sponsor plug, no fluff or nothing. We're talking about tires here. But again, you see me changing tires so frequently and talking about this one not lasting long. Well, I'll probably have to get another rear one not too further down the road, right? But being able to change it that easy with the Rabaconda, even though they're tube tires, it's just like, okay, whatever. Here we are. The Battle Axe AX41s are installed on my 300L Rally. I haven't put too many miles on them yet. I don't know, maybe 50 or 60. We'll check when we fire up the bike. But I'll tell you what, just a little bit of riding I've done so far, oh my gosh, I see why this is my favorite tire. And I've gone, you know, up and down. I love them, I dislike them, so on and so forth on multiple different bikes, you know. And I'm going to talk about that in this video as well. But what we're going to do first is go on my usual little route here. If you all know this, I got the sand pit, a little bit of mud. Hopefully there's not too much because I do not want to wash my bike today. But anyways, we got a little mixture of everything out here, so really going to be able to feel them. We'll get on the road and then we'll talk about them afterwards. But just spoiler, my gosh, I should have done this a long time ago. This is why it's one of my favorite tires. As we all know, it doesn't last long. That's the biggest downfall of it. But you know, it's a trade-off, right? Do you want that great performing tire on and off road, even though it's not going to last that long, and they're a little pricier than some of the other cheap ones out there? But I'm willing to accept that trade-off. Now let's go on here. I want to see the mileage we have real quick. Okay, so I have 83, just say 83.6 miles on them, so a little bit more than I thought. And we'll get out here and actually test them. I hope you guys can hear me fine. I got this new Scorpion modular helmet. I needed a good modular helmet for whenever I'm off-roading and stuff. My other ones, my street helmets, they kept clogging up with dust and stuff. So anyways, I got my microphone in an interesting position on this helmet, so hopefully y'all can hear me. And I think we already just hit mud. Gosh darn it. Woo. Every time you guys probably see the erosion throughout each of these videos as well. I mean, it just gets worse and worse. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just getting this grip right here. I am getting hot, so I might have to go up with my visor a pinch. Whew. It's just getting more and more throughout here. So we did have a little bit of rain, so this will be a little more compact than usual, but I still feel the back of the bike dancing. Okay. We're biting though. Take it over here. Wow, look at that washout there. And then we're gonna stop, and like I always do, we're gonna go take a look at our line. Ooh, that is slippery right there. Wowzers. Whew. Yeah, well, that's real slippery. I know we had a little bit of rain, but I mean, just look at me trying to stop. It's super slippery out here. Let's take a look at my line, because I like this. The sand is usually super soft. Again, we've had a little rain, so it's a little more compact, but I mean, you can just see it's soft sand. But I want to see my line. Like, I was able to really direct where I wanted to go throughout this entire line, so I was trying to stay in there so I wouldn't get into these other tracks, which this feels a whole lot softer here. That was a little more compact, so I'll give that the benefit of the doubt. But right up there, I don't know if you guys can see, I turned to avoid this right there, and I was able to get my traction all through here. As I was just coasting, I'm looking at it, you can even just see the tread going all the way there. Then when I gave it a little bit more gas right here, you can see it bit in and chewed up a bit. But as I was going, I mean, that's just perfect. Now, again, like I stated, with them not lasting long, so you might get that. I'm gonna say average, what I've noticed on multiple different bikes, 3,000 miles to get that nice tread, biting in and everything. 3,000 miles. They will run a little bit longer. I don't know, another 500, maybe another 1,000, but they're not going to perform as good as they do right out of the gate. Again, this is 80 miles. Now, I just want to see something here. What kind of cake up? So you can see we're getting some mud right in there. Nothing major. That's, of course, when I was just stopping right here. But nice bite throughout there. I think I'm running, man, I should have checked, but I believe I'm running like maybe 30 and 28. Something like that, maybe like 28 and 27, somewhere around the 30s right there. I mean, you can see the front is getting a little bit more cake up. Nothing dramatic by any means. Perfectly fine. But let's get on throughout the rest of this route, and I want to see how they perform. Again, this mud, I don't think I'm going to have an option. I'm gonna have to wash this bike. I'm not looking forward to that. Like, golly, look at my boots. Like, holy schmoly. Okay, but anyways, I'm excited to see how these are going to perform with this mud being pretty darn slick out here. So again, you all know after this little bit, we're going to have the grass and kind of the little washout, little bumps throughout there. And that's one thing I will tell you that I have noticed with these coming from the Shinko 244s. I believe they're 244. They're the Golden Boys, the ones I just had on. They really, ouch, they really absorbed the bumps. Like, you felt like it was just plush and cozy as you were riding. So again, if you do mainly street riding, I swear by those Golden Boys. I mean, they were awesome on the road. You know, they took out the vibrations of this little single cylinder. But like, if we were just doing what we were doing right back there, they'd be clogged up and just, you know, all sorts of just sliding around. And this is going to be kind of our washout, sandy bit here. And I want to see how they feel. Oh yeah, they're definitely a little harder. Now, I do run heavy duty tubes as well. Whew, okay. Yeah, but man, they're biting. Like, whatever lean or turn I do, it goes with me. I'm not going to speed through this. Woo, that's washed out right there. Okay. I'm not going to speed through this water like I did last time, because I don't want to be soaked. So let's go nice and slow through this. Oh, it's a little deep today. That's a little deeper than I'm used to seeing it. Oh, here we go. We got some Jeepers coming through. All right, this is the first. I want to see how these tires perform. I remember taking the Golden Boys through this up here, and when I got out of that, it's like the tire was almost just spinning, you know, because the lugs were so close. So it just became a mud, you know, a slick. It was just caked with mud. So here we go. Yeah, it's looking pretty wet. Let's see. No water, but We'll see. This is usually super slick right here, so we'll just... Oh, snakes. Whew. Okay, you know, I want to stop, and I want to see how we caked up right there, because I felt a lot of mud come in. As you just saw, I went through that, and I'm stopping right now, so there's no time for the mud to fling off the tires. But let's just see this little bit right here. So I went in, kind of got a little slide down, or tried to avoid a little brim right there so I wouldn't slide down it, but pretty deep, pretty soft, but I bit through it perfectly fine. I felt the bike coming through great, but right out of a mud pit is what I want to see. What kind of cake up we got, which we'll probably have a lot, because again, we just came out of it. Yeah, so, I mean, look at that. But you can see it's already trying to break off right where the lugs are. And once we get going more, I'm sure it will. The Golden Boys, again, they just couldn't fling any of them off. And then the front, like, look at this. It's like, it's totally covered. But the downfall with the Golden Boys, again, is since those lugs were so close, they wouldn't fling off. So let's get going a bit here. Oh, well, you can just see, I don't know, can you all see that on the tire? You know, it's just flinging mud up in front of us here. So up here, after we did a little bit of riding, I want to stop and see if all of that mud flung out. We'll stop right here. Let's get in some grass so I don't accidentally cake up some more. Let's check one more time here. And then we're going to get on the road. And I want to talk about these tires when we get on the road. Again, how I've kind of been a little wishy-washy with them. I want to solidify that and talk about it. But yeah, look at the front ones. That's barely nothing right there. That's just pretty much a little top layer. Still got our lug, the back. Look, already got rid of it. That little bit in the middle is like minimal. So you can see it just spit all of that out. I mean, we are good to go. Let's get these out so they don't catch forest fire or anything like that. We'll get these out while we're down here too. Rather play it safe. What I want to talk about here are these tires on the road. And they are so nice and planted. As far as noise, I mean, it's a knobby, so yeah, it's going to be noisier, but heck, if you're on a dual sport, all you hear is that darn exhaust anyways, which is absolutely annoying in my opinion. But again, they feel so good. You can get into twisty and you just feel locked and planted. You know, it's so versatile, and that's what really separates it. This is what we're going to go down and see where the heck this goes. No idea, but that's what makes it fun. But anyways, what I really want to focus on is how I've been wishy-washy with these tires. I did a whole dedicated video on my 2024 Africa Twin, or previous, as that bike is sold now. I did a dedicated video on these AX41s on that bike, and it said don't do it. And what I meant by that, if you actually stood through that video, is not so much hating on the tires, but more or less loving on the Africa Twin. Hold on. Oh, it's closed off. Yeah, I go down these random roads and I see these turn-offs. I'm like, okay, what am I going to find, you know? No maps or nothing, just rolling here. But anyways, that 24 Africa Twin with that 19-inch front wheel was so good on the road. Those stock tires, even though they were so road-focused, when I first got the bike and was riding it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is nice. You know, every bike I've had before have been 21-inch front wheel, you know, off-road style bikes. Going to that 19, I was like, wow, this is fun. Like, I got into twisties and I was like, holy smokes, I've never had a bike that felt like this. Then when I put the AX41s on it, I was like, wow, I just lost that. You know, I lost that great feeling. I lost that confidence whenever I was leaning the heck out of the bike. Flipping that around, I also did a video on this bike with these tires, and I said I don't like them. Well, now we're just getting confused, and now I'm all over the place, right? And what I stated then is I like these tires on bigger, heavier bikes because it's a lot more planted down, right? On this lighter bike, I didn't feel as planted. And I think what happened there is I didn't experience what was worse, if that makes sense. So I went to those Golden Boys and I was like, okay, this is totally road focused here. I'm not getting any off-road. All right, and then I tried, I think it was the D605s. And that was a good tire, don't get me wrong. That's a great tire. Very cheap as well. But when I was off-road, I didn't really have any other confidence. Should we turn down this road? I don't know, this looks like a cool little small road. We'll see where this goes. Geez, that power line, what is that? Someone's internet? No outlet. Maybe it turns into dirt. Did you see that? It's like a, ooh, 4th. This is no outlet. That mean like a dirt road at the end or dead end? Yeah, that means dead end. Okay. She's dead end all around here. Well, darn it. Anyways, I keep getting distracted. I'm out here like randomly exploring, you know. So you get some of these back roads and you're like, it's a little spooky, you know, like, I don't know. Yeah. Moving along here, talking about again how I was wishy-washy on this bike, again not feeling it planted, but then going to the Golden Boys being more road focused. I was like, in the D605s, which are more off-road focused, that's where these came into play. And I think I just needed that for myself, that clarification and that testing, right? And I hope this stuff is beneficial for you guys, so you don't got to go off and spend $200 on tires here and there. And you know, that's what I'm here for, right? That's why you're watching these videos. I'm going to go through the grind and the expense to test this stuff. I think I have found my end game tire for now. I've tried so many different tires, and I just keep coming back to these. And the next bike that I buy, that I sold my Africa Twin, I'm thinking V-Strum 800DE right now. Not too sure. Let me know what you guys want to see down in the comments. But these are going to be the tires I'm going to go to. This is my go-to tire from here on out.